So what I got here, I got some plastic, but I want you to see how thick it is. This is basically the thickest stuff you can buy. It's a 6 mil, 20 foot by 100 foot roll. Now the reason I actually buy this is for my floor. If you look down here, you can see there's overspray on the plastic. And I do a lot of detail work in here. Sometimes I'll even paint a fender or prime something in here. But I don't want to get my floor messed up, so I buy this 20 foot wide, 100 foot long for plastic for my floor. But another thing that is good to be used for is if you come over here, you can see what I'm doing here. And there's the door, the brand new door panel. Let me show that to you. So I'm installing brand new door panels on this car. And I want to let everybody know these are very expensive. These were 280 bucks for vinyl, cardboard vinyl door panels. So before I install that door panel, I've got to seal this door up so wind noise, debris, moisture, and everything else that goes along with the outside of the car doesn't get inside the car. And that's where this 6 mil plastic comes in handy.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
So you can see I went ahead and cut this basically to the size I needed. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to overcut it like this. I'm going to show you how to install this. Can you hold that in, please, camera person? There you go. Okay, hold that right there. There you go. And then we're going to go ahead and cut 2 of those because we need 1 for each door. So.
And just to let everybody know too, when you get a brand spanking new car, it has plastic. And it just
there's plastic in it on a brand new car, yes.
Yeah, just like this. So this isn't something we're making up. It's an actual thing.
Okay, if you can hold that, camera person. We'll go ahead and cut this off right here. And then I'll actually got that red truck that I showed you. I have to put this on that as well. So we'll keep that plastic for that. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this plastic. Now I want to show you how we install this. We got our plastic on a piece of cardboard. The reason I got it on cardboard, I don't want to get this glue that I'm going to use. And the stuff I use is called Super 77. Now 3M also makes another product that's it's a glue, a super glue. But I like to use this multi-purpose adhesive. This actually works the best, the Super 77. I used to be able to buy a full-size can, a big can like this, for like $4, and I think now this little can here is like 20 bucks.
Yeah, it's gotten expensive.
Yeah, 3M is cornering the market on the automotive industry, and they are raising the prices higher than the sky. It's unbelievable. So we're going to shake that up, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray my whole piece of plastic just like this. Now this is called spray-on contact cement. This is not an adhesive like one-sided adhesive. To make this stuff really work good, you have to spray both surfaces to make it work properly. So we're going to go over here like this. We don't want to get any of that on the paint job, of course.
If you're not good at spraying, of course, you can tape off your painted areas and cover it with newspaper.
You can cover it if you want, but using this, it's very precise, and you can see it goes on really well. So, but yeah, you can, if you want, you can tape off your area before you spray this on. So, the next step that we're going to do, I'm going to go over to the other door. I'm going to repeat my process. And then we got to let this completely dry. That's how contact cement works. That's how multi-purpose spray adhesive works, that you got to spray both surfaces. So I'm going to spray the other side, and then in 5 minutes we're going to come back and I'm going to show you how to install this and what it can do for your old classic restoration car, or possibly a new car that you're working on, or whatever. You might be doing a collision repair and you need to replace that plastic. The way you tell that it's dry is when you touch it, you don't feel any sticky stuff. So we know the contact cement is now dry. This is about 5 to 10 minutes later. I got my plastic right here. I went ahead and prepped my other door up while I was waiting to get this one done. And you can see I'm touching it and my hand isn't sticking. So very good stuff. Here's the other brand I was telling you about, the High Strength 90. A lot of guys in upholstery shops will use this to install headliners. Now this brand here is actually cheaper than this brand.
They're the same brand.
It's the same brand, just a different product. This is Super 77. This is the high strength tensile stuff. And then this is just high strength. So this is actually a lot better than this, but it costs a lot more money. And that's what I was trying to tell you. I used to buy a can this size of this for like $4 or $5. Now this can right here is close to $20. And I think that's outrageous. So what I'm going to do, now that the contact cement is dry, I have a razor blade right here. We need a razor blade to cut this stuff. I'm going to set that right there. And then we're going to make sure we don't have any frayed edges on it. So then what we're going to do is we're going to stretch it out, and we're just going to tack it up here to the top. Do you see how that's staying by itself now? There you go. Look at that. And then of course we got our door handles we got to cut out. This is for our window. Go ahead and cut a slot out for that. Push it through just like that. Get that. And then there's another knob right here. And you can see I'm pulling down on this as I'm doing this. Like this. Okay, so we got that lined up. And then there's two other things right here that we'll come back to. But what we're going to do now is we're just going to start stretching this out and tacking it on just like this. See how we're doing that? And it'll just stick right to it. And you want to try to get the wrinkles out. You're not going to get them all out, but you want to get a lot of them out. And they did this from the factory. Now back in the day when they did these, it was paper, it wasn't plastic. So it would have had a paper seal on it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Would have had a paper seal on it. And you can see I cut that pretty much for the size of the door that I needed. And then here's our handles right here. We got those. See that? Mm-hmm. Okay, and then there's another spot right here. I'm going to go ahead and cut a square out. And this is where our, that's going to be for our armrest. And we'll go ahead and cut this one out. Now we got a situation over here. Do you see this? This is where our door panel pops on. So what I'm going to do here, because we got all this area here that's, all right, so I'm going to come right here where the chrome is, and I'm just going to come down like this. And we're just going to cut that off, just like that. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and trim the bottom of this here, because this door panel actually fits in the top and bottom chrome tray here. Go like that. And we'll cut this off. And there you go, look at that. That's airtight, sealed up. It's going to keep all that road noise out. It's going to protect it from moisture and rot getting in behind the door panel and warping the door panel. That's one of the reasons we're replacing these, is because there wasn't nothing back here, all these big holes. There wasn't nothing there to protect it, and the door panel was warped and rotted and deteriorated on the back of it. So I'm going to repeat my process on the other side, and then once that's done, if you can hand me that door panel right there, camera person.
This one or
yes,
that one?
That one. if you look right here, this door panel has the special clips that go in these spots right here, and then there's two in the back. I got to line those up, and then once we're done, this will slide up in here like this, just like that, and then it'll all line up, and then I'll pop it in the bottom first, just like this. We'll get that in the bottom.
Yeah, you don't want to slide it in there. It's flexible enough, you want to
And then
flex it.
we'll flex that like that, pop it up in there where it's supposed to go, and then we'll line these babies up. It looks like these have to be turned all the way around, and then pop our door panel on and it's done. So, very important, guys, right there. Make sure that you seal your doors off. Doesn't matter what kind of car it is, whether it's brand new, whether it's an old car, used car, whatever, you have to seal all the air coming in for the road noise and everything else. So we'll see you later, and I hope that helped you out right there by fixing this problem.